Class 10. Today let us see the proof of theorem 10.1. So listen student, before doing this theorem, I want to say that this theorem contains the theoretical approach. Only the theory is there, so you have to pay attention word to word. So let us start. Circle, and this is a tangent, and this is point of contact, and center. We have to prove that OP is perpendicular to XY. So first of all, we will write here, we need to prove here OP is perpendicular to XY. Okay student? So first of all, we will do one thing. We will suppose one point Q on XY. So we will write, let Q is a point on XY. See, we are seeing it is very easy to see Q is outside the circle. But what I said earlier, we need here theoretical approach. So you have to see, pay attention on the conceptual aspect that this is on the XY. We can't say this is the outside. We have to justify it here. How? Listen, let Q is a point on, this is point. Let Q is a point on XY. So Q must lie on outside the circle. We have to justify why it is outside the circle, because if Q lie inside, then what happened? If Q lie inside, let us see with the diagram what happened. If Q lie inside, it means this line would not be the tangent. This XY would not be the tangent. It become secant. You know about the secant? Secant is a line which intersects the circle at 2 points on the circumference. Secant is a line which intersects the circle at 2 points on the circumference. But tangent is a line which touches only the circle at the point of contact. So Q, if Q lie inside, then XY, we write then XY become secant, but we have to prove the case for tangent. Okay student? So we proved here, we justify here Q is outside. Now Q is outside the circle. What does it mean? Listen. So therefore OQ is greater than OP. Reason is what? Because OP is radius. OP is the radius, and obviously which point is outside the circle means this will be the greater than, because OQ lies outside. So it is outside beyond this circle, so it means OP is less than or OQ is greater than. Okay student? Now here we have to write now the second phase. In first phase you prove this one. Now in second phase you will conclude. You will conclude what? Listen here, I am erasing this one. What we have to conclude? Listen student. Q is outside. It means for all other points. Suppose we are taking this point, we are taking this point, we are taking the point on this side. For all points except P. For all points except P, this OP will be the shortest. So we will write now except P. Except P means we have to continue this sentence. So we will write here except P for all other points on XY, OP is shortest. OP is shortest of all. Okay student? Listen, pay attention word to word. Except P for all other point on XY, OP is shortest. and we know that the shortest is perpendicular. We will write here, we know that shortest is perpendicular. So OP is perpendicular to XY. We know that the shortest is a perpendicular. You might have been studying in the 9th class also in geometry. If you drop this one, so many points on the line, so whichever is the shortest will be now perpendicular among all. And you can compare this by right angle. In the right angle, this all are the hypotenuse. Suppose this is the right angle, this is hypotenuse. Suppose this is the right angle, this is hypotenuse. Suppose this side, this is the right angle, this one is hypotenuse, this is perpendicular. So shortest is a perpendicular. Hence proved. Okay, student. So once again I am saying you practice this theorem with word to word. Try to understand this theoretical approach.